Hey guys, I am Rayhane, and in this crash course I will show you the basic things of Retrofit, and we will use the MovieDB API for listing and showing movie information. Let's start. For fetching and sending data from or to the server, we have a lot of network libraries. Retrofit is a complete replacement of Volley and all other libraries. In terms of performance, Retrofit has a lot of advantages like ease of use or extensibility. Retrofit is a better alternative to other libraries. And Retrofit is a type-safe REST client developed by SQR for Android. This library provides a powerful framework for authenticating and interacting with APIs and sending network requests with OK HTTP. In this course, I want to use the moviedb.org APIs. For this, you need an API key. Please register and find your key under the Setting API section. I put the link of this site into the description. To work with Retrofit, you basically need the following 3 steps. 1. Create a model class that is used as a JSON model. 2. Create an interface that defines the possible HTTP operation. And the last one, Retrofit Builder class. Instance uses the interface and the Builder API to define the URL endpoint for the HTTP operation. Here I have a new project as always, and I want to start here designing our XML. So if you don't have any information about working with ConstraintLayout, I strongly recommend it to see my video about ConstraintLayout, and also I put the links of mastering ConstraintLayout part 1 and 2 into description. So first of all, I want to create a XML for each row. So here put the name, okay, and here I want to start create my XML. First, let me show you what we want to design. Here you can see each row of our data, and I want to create this part. So let's start. Just let me here need some changes, and also I want to have a margin. Yes, and guys, here you can see I have a background with corner radius. So first we need to create this background, and before that let me add some color that I used here into my color XML. So yes, And the other one for our text view. Okay, yes, great. Now I can create my background. Let me change it to BG raw. Yes, it's better. First here, we should change this part into shape and then add a color with solid here. Yes, and I want to use this color for my background. Okay, and now I want to add some corner radius. So here, use corner tag, and with top left radius, I can set radius for this shape. I guess 15, yes. And the last one, yes. Okay, our work here is done. We can come back into our item raw XML and set the background for my constraint layout. Okay, here with background, yes. Yeah, great. And set constraint. Parent. Yes, great. Okay. Here, let me add guideline. Yes. Wrap content, and I need to set orientation, vertical orientation for this guideline, and also I need to add constraint guide begin. And okay, yeah, it's great. This one, wrap content, yes. Oh, sorry. That is great. Just need yes, and let me add text size here, and also text style. Yes, bold. And also let me add set color. Yes, this one for our text view. Okay, and let me set constraint. Here I want to set start to guideline. So let me add ID for my guideline. Okay, great. And here, yes, everything is good. And just need another constraint. Yes. Okay. Let me check. Yes, here you can see. And also let me, I have design, and here, yes, it's better. Also, as you can see here, I have a tray icon. So let me add these icons. Here, right click and select vector assets, and here you can find and set your icon. And let me, yes, I want to round a star, and also here I can put color for this icon. So next, and the other one is for language. So here, yes, this one is good. Let me add this color for this icon. And the last one, I want to have the icon for, yes, date here. And yes, this color is good for this icon. Okay, here, let me add the first image view. Okay, and I didn't put the ID for this text view. Yes, and here I want to set white and high. Yes, is better. And let me add, yes, good. And start of my guideline, and the top bottom of my this text view. Okay, everything is great. So let me add my another view. Here I want to have another view for showing the rate. So text view, yes, here just let me add ID. Okay, yes, and yes, great. And just let me add some text here, set color, and also set the size of text. So here I want to set 10, and also about style, I want to have it as a bold. Here is better to use white. Yes, is good. Okay, the next thing that I want to add here, this part, language of each movie, and then I want to add the release date. So again, I want to add image view here. and set I guess 15 is okay. Yes, and okay. Yes, top bottom of my image rate. Yes, and start with my guideline. Yes, great. And also I want set a little bit margin top for having better view. Okay, I guess 10 is too much. Yes, okay, it's better. And okay, and also let me ID. Okay, and then again add text view. Okay, okay, and also for this one, let me add the color and also text size and also a style. Okay, just let me add text. Yes, it's great. So, and the last icon, I want to have it here. Yes, see, the last one is related to date. Yes, and top button of my image language. Yes, and start of my guideline. And here can set margin top. Let me, yes, that's okay. And also need ID here. Okay. And the last text view here. Okay. First set constraint. Yes, and yes, and here I can set text, color, text size, and also a style. Okay. Here you can see it looks like our application. Okay. And now let me add this part. Here I want to have another constraint layout. Okay, wrap content, and let me check. No, I didn't have set ID here, so let me set ID, data root for this one, and here let me add image root. Okay, data root and bottom of data root. Great. And also I want to set some margin start. I guess 20 dp can be good. And also in terms of bottom, margin bottom, yes, again 20 can be good. And here guys, let me explain something here. There is a lot of way that you can use and set radius for your image view. For example, card view, some libraries. So here I want to use a view, material view. And in this material view, we can set radius. So let me add it. And this material view, the name is shapeable image view. So select this one, and I want to put width and height for this image view. Okay, here you can see, and just let me ID great. I want to use scale type. Yes, fit X and Y. And let me add background. Yes. Okay guys, here for set corner radius for this image view, we need to add a style into our theme. Okay, let me add it here. Here we can create a style tag. Yes, and the name can be rounded image view. Yes, great. And inside this tag, I want to add two items. The first one is for corner family, and the second one is for corner size. So let me add these items. Yes, corner family. Here I should add the rounded, and the second one corner size. Yes guys, this one. And here I should put my size. And here there is an attribute shape appearance overlay. Yes, this one. And here I should set that style I created. Let me, yes, this one. And also let me add another things here. At the poster placeholder, there is a time to loading our image view that come from server, and before that, here I want to set a sample image view. Just let me copy it into my drawable. You can get this file from the Git source, and I put the link in the description. I copy that one, and here I can paste it. Yes, and also here. Yes. Okay guys, so far so good. I think everything is ready. I forgot to set constraint for this view, and here you can see we have error. So top parent start parent bottom of parent, and the last one end parent. Yes, good and great. This XML file is ready. The next file that I want to work with that is activity main. Here in this file, I want to add two views. The first view is a progress bar, and then I want to add RecyclerView here. Okay, let's do it. RecyclerView, match parents, okay, and parent and parent top and bottom of my parents. Great. And also let me add ID RecyclerView movie. Great. And also here I want to have progress bar, wrap content, start of parent and of parent, top of parent, and the last one. Okay. And also let me set ID progress bar movie. Okay, here our work with this XML is done, and then I want to design details movie XML. So before that, let me create here an empty activity, and here let me add the name details movie activity. Okay, great. Yes, here. And now I want to create this UI here, as you can see. Let's start. For this XML, the first thing that I need to have here, you can see I have a shape view. So let's create this background first and then come back into this XML. Okay, for that, I need to create a new resource, and here I put the name. Okay, and here change it into shape and set color. Okay, the color can be, yes, this one. And okay, here, yes. And here I just want to top left radius and top right radius. So let's set this corner. Yes, here you can see, and again top. Yes, it's done. And now we come back into details XML and start. First, let me add background, a color for this background, space cadet. Yes, it's good. And create a constraint. First, I want to create this part and then create this part. Okay. Let me set ID. Okay, yes. And okay, here inside this ConstraintLayout, first I want to set image for the background, and then I want to shapeable image view for this poster. So let me do it. Image view. Yes, is good. And here let me set alpha. Okay. And here I want to use center crop for scale type. And also I can set again poster placeholder here. And set constraint parent. Yes, parent start off, and the last one and end of parent. Great. As I said before, for the next poster, I want to use a shapeable image view. Here, need to set width and height. And also, let me add an ID. Okay, great. Set margin top, yes, and also in terms of scale type as a center crop, yes. And let me set poster placeholder here. Yes, rounded, yes, this one. And here okay, top of parent, bottom of parent, start of parent, and also end of parent. Okay, great. So far so good. And the next part should for this part. Okay, let's do it. Okay, need another ConstraintLayout. Okay, great. And here I can use the background that I have created. BG details, yes. I want to set padding. And let me set constraint bottom of my image layout. Yes, here. Good. And the other constraint should be bottom of parent. Okay, great. Start of parent and end of parents. Okay. Great. Here I want to have a scroll view. Okay. Here, yes. In terms of height, I can set 0 dp, and here for height, I want to set match parent. Okay, great. And also I want to set some constraint here. So okay, and inside a scroll view, always we should have one layout, and inside that layout we can add all of the view that we want. So here I should create another constraint layout. Match parent, great. And here now I can put all these text view. So let's start. Text view, wrap content, start of parent and end of parent, top of parent. Great. Movie name, and also here I want to set color sandy tan, yes, this one, and text style bold, text size 18 SP, and yes, everything is okay. Great. Okay, the other thing that I have here is a tagline. Okay, just let me add the ID for this part. Okay, great. Yes, here. Tagline, yes. Text color, yes. Text size, yes. And a style. Yes, great. And just let me add some constraint. Yes, great. Oh, sorry, here. Okay. Okay, now let me add these all of text view. Okay. Wrap content. The text is movie info. Let me set color. Okay. Text style bold. Text size 14 dp. And in terms of constraint, need to set top bottom of my tagline. Oh, I didn't set ID for my tagline. Okay, yes. And here I should pass TV tagline. Yes. Also, I can set some margin top. Yes. I guess 8 dB. Yes, can be good. Okay. It's done. Okay. And the other things I need to add a text view for a title of release date and the other one for showing information from API. So, okay. Okay. Here can set text color. Yes. Text style. And also text size. Yes. And let me set constraint top bottom of my this view. Okay, here I should pass ID. Yes. And also for this one, let me set some margin top. Okay, great. Start of parent. Great. And I can copy and paste it. And then let me here set ID. Okay. Okay, great. Let me set this ID for this one without title. And here, and also in terms of color, I want to set white for this. Okay. And here for constraint, remove that. And here, start to end of here. And here I want to set top of again this view. And guys, video about mastering constraint layout. On that video, I talked about baseline. Okay, here for text view, we have baseline. Show baseline. Okay, great. And also let me set margin start. Yes, it's better. Great, guys. Okay, guys, you can do the same step for this view for all of these view. For saving time, let me copy and paste all of this view into my XML. Okay, guys, here you can see I paste all the view into this XML, and your result of a view should like this view. Okay. Also, you can check the code from my Git repository. For working with a retrofit, first we need to add permission, internet permission. So here in the Android manifest XML, you should add this permission. And then we have some library, and I add this library here into my build Gradle app level file. Let me paste it. Yes. And also let me update this and add view binding here. Great. Let's sync it. Okay, sync it successfully. And first, guys, let me create some package. I strongly recommend that use package for each part of your code for having a cleaner code. Okay, here let me add some package. Adapter. Another package for API. Another one for response, and another one for my UI, and the other one utils. Okay, here into utils I want to create an object class for saving some variable. Okay, let me do it. Okay. Okay. For working with this API, as I said before, we need to use API key. So here you can copy and paste your API key here. During your coding, you can use this const variable as your API key. And here there is a base URL. I will tell you what is it and how we can work with this base URL. And also, for having the image of each movie, we should need to have another base URL for our image. Here, guys, in the main page of our application, you can see there is a list, and this list is a popular movie. And let me explain. For sending or receiving data from API, first we need to realize what fields we need. I want to get a list of popular movie, and to get a list of popular movie, I should create a request. And here you can see the link of our request. If you copy this link and paste it here and put it your API key here, you should see something like that. It's called JSON string. We need this JSON string for creating a model class and fetch this data show into our view. For that, in the Android Studio, we have a plugin. And here in the setting, Here you can see I use this plugin for converting JSON string to Kotlin class. So please install this plugin into your Android Studio, and then you can copy all of these string, copy, and then here into response, right click, new. You can see a new option here, Kotlin data class file from JSON. So select this and paste all of your JSON string here. So we click on the format, the data formatted for us. Here you can see. And here you can put your class name. Here I can set a movie list response. Okay, here create, and now I have all the fields that I want to show into my main activity. Okay. The next step, I should create an API service. So here, let me create and this class should create as an interface. In this class, we define a different method that will be used for network transaction. Retrofit has the following method to fetch and upload data to the server. Every method must have an HTTP annotation that provides the request method and relative URL. There is 8 built annotation: get, post, put, patch, delete, HTTP, option, and head. Guys, let me show you something. Here we want to use this link for sending requests to server and getting data and showing this data into list. So here there is our base URL that we define into our object class. And here there is the path that we should use into our method. And here I will tell you how we can define our API key to sending a request. And here after each sign we have query. The first one for language and the second one for page. Okay, so here let me create a method. And as I said before, this method for getting data. So I should call get. Here you can see. And here I should put this path. So let me add it. And here I should create a function. Okay, this one is not necessary. Just let me change it to popular movies. Okay, great. And as I show you here, I want to use just the page query. So here, let me create a query here. And here, pass exactly the name. Okay, page, and outside create our variable. Okay, and then call here. I should pass my response model. Okay, here is done. Our method is ready for fetching data from the server. The other thing here that I want to create API client class. So here, let me create API client. And in this class, the first thing that I want to define is interceptor. Interceptors are a powerful mechanism that can monitor, rewrite, and retry our calls. So let me create yes, this one. Interceptor, great. Yes. Val URL and call chain.request, and here pass URL new builder, and also here I should pass my API key. Okay. And here pass again exact name that you can see here. Okay. Okay, let me import this. Okay, great. And just need build. Okay. And again, val request chain dot request dot new builder URL passed the URL, yes, and the last one is build chain dot proceed requests. Great, guys. The first step is done. A call to chain proceed request is a crucial part of each interceptor's implementation. This simple looking method is where all the HTTP works happen, producing a response to satisfy the request. If chain proceed request is being called more than once, previous response bodies must be closed. And here I should create HTTP client. HTTP use list to track in interceptors, and interceptors are called in order. So let me create private val HTTP client, yes, great, and builder and dot add okay, great, and interceptor, yes, this one, connect timeout, yes, is okay, time unit as a second, yes, and call build. Okay, great, guys. And the last part, we should create a function to get client. Okay, so first let me create a variable here. Yes, and here let me create a function retrofit. Okay, great. Dot builder. Okay. Here we should put our base URL that created here. So I can copy and paste it here. Just let me import it. And the other thing is a client. I pass OK HTTP client here. I return retrofit. Okay, so far so good. There is no error, and all of thing is ready for getting these data from the API and showing into RecyclerView. So for that, I need to have an adapter. Let's create our adapter. Okay, here in the adapter package, I want to add my adapter, movie adapter. Yes, it's right. And first, I should extend this class from RecyclerView dot adapter, and here I should pass movie adapter dot view holder. Okay, first of all, let me create this class. And let me add inner class here. Okay, great. And then let me implement this member. Okay, great, guys. Before, I have recorded 2 videos about RecyclerView and also DiffUtils. If you don't know anything about how we can work with RecyclerView and also about DiffUtils, please go and see that videos first and then back and continue this video. So first of all, let me add view binding here. Private latinate var binding item row binding, and here let me val inflator, yes, layout inflator dot from parent dot context into binding item view binding dot inflate inflator parent and false. Yes, and here let me put parent contents into contents here. And the last thing, I should return view holder. Okay, great, guys. Also here, let me add my DiffUtils. Okay, private val differ callback object DiffUtils item callback, and here I want to pass my model movie list response. Yes, great, guys. And here you can see we should implement some members. So let's do it. And here I should return old item dot id if equal with new item dot id. And here also I should return if all item equal will new item. Okay, great. And the last thing here that I need async list differ, yes, this one, and pass this and differ callback. Yes, great. Now let me complete this part. Okay, first it should extend it from RecyclerView dot view holder, and here pass binding dot root. Great. And here inside this class I should have a function. Okay, item should have list dot. Yes, great guys. Okay, and binding dot apply, and here now I have access to this view. Okay, so let me assign that data comes from server into my view. Okay. I guess I forgot to set some ID here. Movie name. Okay. Yes. ID, TV rate, and for language as well, ID. Okay, and also for this one, yes, ID, TV, date released. Okay, so back here, TV rate dot text should item dot, yes, I guess this one, yes, dot to a string. And here guys, for loading our movie poster, I want to have a variable movie poster URL, and inside this variable I want to have this part and also the other part that come from the server. Item dot poster path. Okay, great. And now I can use this address for showing picture into my image view. Guys, let me show you something here. For image loading, I used Coil library. It's a great and useful library for showing image into image view. Okay, here image movie dot load, and here pass this URL, and we can set some attribute. For example, crossfade can be true, placeholder or dot drawable dot let me, okay, yes, placeholder, and also we can set a scale. Yes, it's good. And the other thing that we have about language, yes, that text item dot, yes, and the last things that I want to show here, the release date. Okay, item dot release date. Everything here is ready. We can complete this part here. Let me add holder dot point, and inside this I can call my differ dot current list dot, and here past my position. In this part I can return differ dot current list dot size. Okay guys, everything is ready, and now we can work with my main activity file and doing the last step for showing these data. So let's do it. Okay, first let me add view binding here. Yes, this one. And I can copy and paste it here. That inflate layout inflator and past binding that root here. Okay, and also here I should create another variable. The first one should for our adapter, and the second one should for our API service. Okay, let's do it. Great. Okay, and the other one, private val API service by lazy, yes, API dot get client dot create, yes, API service class Java. Okay, great. And here there is a last step. Here I want to call my API. So let's do it. Progress bar visibility dot visible. Okay, and here call movie API. Okay, here API dot get popular movie, and here I should pass a page. So here I should pass 1 and call API dot enqueue, and here I should create object callback of my movie list response. Okay, and here, as you can see, I should implement some member. Great. If there is any response, I should work in this part. You know, sometimes we get a response, but our response, I will tell you later, and this response may be some code, some error code. So we handle that error code here. And if there is no response here, we can show a message or something like that to show user. Here, let me first gun my progress bar. Okay, yes. And then let me create a event structure for response code. Okay, yes. Great. Okay, now what is response code? HTTP response status codes indicate whether a specific HTTP request has been successfully completed. Responses are grouped in 5 classes: informational response, successful response, redirection response, client error, and the last one, server error. So here I will show you each range of response and each response what is for. Let me show you. Okay. Okay guys, here we can see each range of these response, what is for. For example, if you get response in first range, that means your response is successful. And this range also for redirection, and this range for client error, and the last range is for server error. Okay, great. Here, our data is in the response body. So here with this code, I can access to all of that information that I need. Let me set a name for this one. Body. Okay. It body dot result dot let. Okay, great. And it can be it data. Yes. And here, if it data is not empty, I can work with my RecyclerView. Okay, it's better. Movie adapter dot differ dot submit list. Here I can pass it data as my data, and here I can work with my RecyclerView. Okay, layout manager, yes, and here pass the main activity. Okay, adapter. Okay guys, everything is ready For this other response code, I just want to set look. Okay, here like that, and this one, and also the last one, and here also, and here I want to gun this progress bar first. Visibility view dot gun, and can show a look. Okay, here everything is done. We can run our application and see the result of our code. Okay guys, we got the error. Why? Because I forgot to set my base URL an API key. Let me do it. Okay guys, here I put my API key. Please, for your project, use your own API key and set my base URL as I show you before, which part is my base URL here in this picture, and also the base URL for my pusher. Let me run again. Okay guys, here we can see our list is created and our data fetch and show into our recycler view. So just let me add a background color for my main XML. Okay, here let me add a background color. Yes, and now we can run again. Yes, is better. And also we can remove the action bar for this part here in the theme. Here we can call a no action bar. Okay, and if we run again, you can see this part is removed. Yes, like that. Okay guys, the next item that I wanted to tell you about, showing the details of each movie into our activity details movie. How we can do it? First, I should to add some code into my adapter. When I click on each row, should go to my second activity, I mean details movie activity, and sending the movie ID, and with that movie's ID, I can fetch the data for each movie and showing into my view. So let's do it. Okay, first, as I said, I need to add some code into my adapter. And here, root.set on click listener. Okay, here I want to have intent, and here should pass content and pass my details movie activity. Yes, here. Class Java, great. And intent dot put extra as ID item dot ID. And here contents dot start activity with my intents. Great. Okay guys, like this list that we create a movie list response, I should to create another response model class for details movie. So for that you should to know about the URL, which URL gets that information to us. Here there is a URL I can show you. Just let me, for example, movie ID here, and also put my API key here. And yes, I need this JSON string. So I should copy back to my Android Studio, and here right click, new, and with this option, Kotlin data class from JSON, paste it here. Okay. And here I can put the name. Details movie response. Okay. Here, great. And the other thing that I need to do, create another method like this for getting details movie. So here, let me again use get. Okay, inside this get, I should pass my path movie, and here I should pass movie ID, and here create get movie details. Okay, and path and inside the path I put a movie ID. Yes, like that. And here ID as a, and the end should call our movie details. Let me check. Yes, details response. Yes, this one. Okay, again, everything is ready, and I can call my API here into my details activity, and then showing my information into my this view. Okay, let's do it. Okay, here let me first create view binding, private, let's meet var binding, activity details binding, and binding here. Inflate, layout inflator, and here pass binding dot root. Great. And here binding dot apply. Okay guys, here first I should get the data comes from my intent. Okay, so here val movie ID dot get int extra, and here passed our key as ID and 1. Okay, great. And here before calling my API, here I should create a variable, private val API that API service, yes, this one, by lazy API client dot get client dot create, and inside this API service as a class Java. Okay, great. And here I can call my API val call details movie API. Here API dot get movie details. Okay, here I should pass this ID, and here call detail movie API at enqueue object call back, yes, this one, and here I should pass my response, yes, details movie response, yes guys, this one. Okay, and as I did before, here we should implement some member. Okay, and as I said before, we should work in this part. Okay, just let me when the response the code, just let me add the range and I will come back. Okay guys, here I just added the range of the response code. So here need to get data and then assign into my view. Here, as I worked before, all our data inside the response body. So let me access to response body that let I can put the name here like this, and first let me create an image poster and copy this part and paste here, and its body dot poster path, yes, and here just let me add this one. Okay, image poster, and here I can add some attribute. Okay, also placeholder dot drawable dot poster placeholder, yes, and a scale can be a scale fill. Okay, great. And let me check. I guess I didn't set image for this one. Yes, ID round. Okay, here I can get it and load image poster, and again crossfade is true, and the placeholder can be my poster placeholder, and also in terms of scale can be a scale fill. Okay, and the other things, let me click my code, and And here there is some text view, and just I should put that data comes from API and set it into my view. Okay. TV movie name that takes and its body dot title. Okay. And TV tagline that takes should be its body dot tagline. TV date release that takes its body dot release date. And the other things about rating, TV rating dot text should be its body dot, yes, this one to a string. Okay, great. And TV runtime that text can be its body dot runtime. Also, this one need to a string. Okay, TV dot TV dot budget that takes its body dot budget to a string. And TV revenue that takes should be its body dot revenue. That too. Okay, and the last one, TV overview that takes should assign overview. Okay guys, everything is done. Just need run our application and see the result of our code. Okay, there is our main screen, and here, yes, here you can see the poster in the second image, in the background image, and all the data that we set here show into my view. Great guys, here our project is done, our tutorial is done. If you have any question, please feel free to ask me, leave me comment. And you know, if you are new in the channel, please subscribe my channel, like my video, leave me comment. All these encourage me for recording more and more video. See you in the next video. Have a nice day.